Good morning, my wonderful Vidyashriyans. I hope you all are fit and fine at home and doing your studies properly. So, very good. With this video lecture, let's start chapter number 2 of geography, that is land, soil, water, natural vegetation, and wildlife centuries. Beta, before starting this chapter, I want to tell you that land, soil, water, natural vegetation, and wildlife resources are very important to us. So, before starting the chapter, let's revise the definition of resources first. That what do you understand by resources? So, beta, anything that is used to satisfy our need is called resource, that we have already learned in our previous chapter as well. So let's talk about the land resource first. So beta, land is among the most important natural resource and it covers only about 30% of the total area of the earth surface. आप सबको पता है ना कि जो लैंड एरिया है वो अर्थ का 30% है, बाकी 70% क्या है? वाटर. And all parts of this small percentage are not habitable. और इसका जो बहुत ज़्यादा एरिया है वो हैबिटेबल मतलब रहने योग्य नहीं है. As I have told you that 1/4 of the earth has land and rest 3/4 is water, and most of the area is inhabited like most of the areas जो है वो डेजर्ट एरियाज हैं, थिक फॉरेस्टेड एरियाज हैं और यहाँ पर पॉपुलेशन जो है कम पाई जाती है. Plains and river valleys offer suitable land for agriculture, hence these are densely populated areas of the world. Now let's understand what is the use of the land. Beta, land is used for different purposes such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads and setting up the industries. This is commonly termed as land use. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Land use, which is this term is also given in your book as well. The use of land is determined. यूज़ ऑफ लैंड कैसे डिटर्मिन करते हैं कि वहाँ की प्राकृतिक विशेषताएं यानी कि टोपोग्राफी कैसे है, सॉइल, क्लाइमेट, minerals, availability of water, human factors such as population and technology are also important determinants of land as a pattern. Now beta, let's understand this as well, that the land can be classified on the basis of ownership as private land and community land. Okay? जो लैंड है उसको भी हम दो तरह से क्लासिफाइड कर सकते हैं, एक तो प्राइवेट लैंड होगी और दूसरी कम्युनिटी लैंड. बेटा, प्राइवेट लैंड इज ओन्ड बाय द इंडिविजुअल्स, वेयर एज कम्युनिटी लैंड इज ओन्ड बाय द कम्युनिटी फॉर कॉमन यूज़. कॉमन यूज़ क्या होगा वहाँ पर? लाइक फिशिंग ग्राउंड्स, फॉरेस्ट, इसके अलावा फ्रूट्स, नट्स, कलेक्शन ऑफ फॉडर, मेडिसिन जो हर्ब्स होती हैं अगर वहाँ पर होती हैं तो दीज कम्युनिटी लैंड्स आर ऑल्सो कॉल्ड कॉमन प्रॉपर्टी रिसोर्सेज. नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड क्या हम अपनी इस लैंड रिसोर्स का बहुत अच्छे से देखभाल कर रहे हैं, क्या हम इसको रिजर्व कर रहे हैं फॉर द फ्यूचर यूज़. Beta, people and their demands are ever growing, but the availability of land is limited. The quality of land also differs from place to place. People starting encroaching the common lands to build up the commercial areas, housing complexes in the urban areas, and to expand the agriculture land in the rural areas. और इन सब चीज़ों की वजह से लैंड डिग्रेडेशन, लैंडस्लाइड, सॉइल इरोजन are the major threats to the environment because of the expansion of agriculture and constructional activities. Now let's understand how can we conserve our land resource. Beta, as we all know that growing population and their ever growing demands has led to a large scale destruction of forest cover and arable land, means कृषि योग्य भूमि जो है वो बढ़ रही है, and has created a fear of losing this natural resource. Therefore, the present rate of degradation of land must be checked. तो हमें उसके लिए करना क्या चाहिए बेटा? उसके लिए हमें अफॉरेस्टेशन मतलब वनीकरण, वन ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा उगाने चाहिए। जो वन हैं, पेड़ हैं, उसको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा उगाने चाहिए। लैंड रिक्लेमेशन मतलब भूमि सुधार करना चाहिए। रेगुलेटेड यूज़ ऑफ केमिकल पेस्टिसाइड्स एंड फर्टिलाइज्ड आर चेक्ड ऑन। Overgrazing are some of the common methods used to conserve land resources. Now beta, let's understand the second important resource, that is soil. Let's understand the meaning of soil first. The thin layer of grainy substance covering the surface of the earth is called soil. So soil is linked with land. Land और soil जो है वो interconnected हैं. Landforms determine the type of soil. And how the soil made? Beta, the soil is made up of organic matters, minerals and weathered rocks. मतलब छोटे छोटे टुकड़े जो होते हैं रॉक्स के, जो हमारी अर्थ की सरफेस पे हमें मिलते हैं, उससे सॉइल बनता है. दिस हैपन्स थ्रू द प्रोसेस ऑफ वेदरिंग एंड द राइट मिक्सचर ऑफ मिनरल्स and organic matter make the soil fertile. And you know that it takes around hundreds of years to make just 1 centimeter of soil. Interesting, na? Now let's understand the soil profile through this picture. Beta, this picture is also given on page number 11 in your book. First of all, let's see the very first thing, that the topsoil with humus and vegetation which is considered as the most fertile region. तो जितनी भी fertility होती है वो कहाँ होती है? सबसे ऊपर वाले top region पे. The next is subsoil with sand, slits and clay. The third is weathered rock material and the fourth is parent rock. So beta, now let's understand the major factors of soil formations briefly. So the major factors of soil formation are the nature of the parent rock and climate factors. Okay, the other factors are topography, वहाँ की organic material कैसे हैं, time taken for the composition of the soil formation. All these are differ from place to place. इसीलिए ही soil का जो हमारा texture है वो अलग होता है हर जगह का. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट द पेरेंट रॉक. पेरेंट रॉक से बेटा सॉइल का कलर, टेक्सचर, केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज़, मिनरल कंटेंट जो है इसके बारे में पता चलता है. नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड अबाउट रिलीफ. Altitude and slope determines accumulation of soil, and you would have the quality and the thickness of the soil with this factor. Now the third is flora, fauna and microorganism. ये अफेक्ट करते हैं बेटा द रेट ऑफ ह्यूमस फॉर्मेशन. जितना अच्छा सॉइल में ऑर्गेनिजम्स होंगे, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स होंगे सॉइल में, द सॉइल वुड बी मोर फर्टाइल एंड इट विल बी गुड फॉर द एग्रीकल्चर. बेटा द टाइम फैक्टर डिटर्मिन्स द थिकनेस ऑफ द सॉइल प्रोफाइल. The time taken to the soil to develop and the thickness of the soil is also another the predominant factor. The next important thing is the climate. जितना टेम्परेचर है वहाँ का, रेनफॉल, ह्यूमिडिटी एंड द रेट ऑफ वेदरिंग एंड ह्यूमस, ये सारे फैक्टर्स भी सॉइल की फॉर्मेशन को अफेक्ट करते हैं. सॉइल किस तरह से बनेगी और किस तरह की बनेगी. तो ये सब फैक्टर्स जो हैं लाइक पेरेंट रॉक, रिलीफ, फ्लोरा एंड फौना, कितना टाइम लिया उस सॉइल को फॉर्मेशन होने में, एंड द क्लाइमेट आर द इम्पॉर्टेंट फैक्टर्स दैट अफेक्ट द सॉइल फॉर्मेशन. Beta, you could also do an activity related to soil as well. That if you'll see in India, there are different kinds of soil like alluvial, black soil, red soil, desertic soil, mountain soil. Collect a handful of different type of soil and you'll observe. आप देखेंगे कि हर जगह की सॉइल का टेक्सचर, कलर और कॉम्पोजिशन अलग अलग है. और ये जो सारे फैक्टर्स मैंने आपको बताए हैं, इन्हीं की वजह से ये सब सॉइल के टेक्सचर्स और इनकी कंपोनेंट्स अलग अलग हैं. बेटा सॉइल इरोजन एंड डिप्लेशन आर द मेजर थ्रेट्स ऑफ सॉइल एज अ रिसोर्स. बोथ ह्यूमन And natural factors can lead to degradation of soil. Factors which led to soil degradation are deforestation, overgrazing, overuse of chemical fertilizers or pesticides, rainwash, landslides, and floods. These all are the factors that leads to degradation of soil. Now let's understand what step can we take to conserve this natural resource, that is soil. सो लेट्स सी, कुछ हम मैं आपको एग्जांपल्स दूंगी जिससे कि सॉइल कंजर्वेशन करने में बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्प मिलती है. सो द फर्स्ट एग्जांपल इज़ मल्चिंग. बेटा मल्चिंग इज़ अ मेथड ऑफ सॉइल कंजर्वेशन इन विच द बेयर ग्राउंड बिटवीन द प्लांट्स, आप जैसे ये देख रहे हैं ना पिक्चर में, ये जो खाली ग्राउंड है बिटवीन द प्लांट्स इज़ कवर्ड विद अ लेयर ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक मैटर लाइक स्ट्रॉ. और इससे क्या हेल्प मिलती है? इट हेल्प्स टू रिटेन सॉइल मॉइस्चर. So the next method is contour barriers. Beta contour barriers are made by placing stone, grass or soil along the contour, as you can see in this picture. Trenches are made in front of the barriers to collect water. Contour barriers help in preventing soil degradation which may happen due to rainwash. Now beta, let's understand the next method of soil conservation, that is rock dam. Beta, rocks are piled up to make a dam. Such dams slow down the flow of water. Thus it prevents the soil loss. Now let's understand about the terrace farming. Beta, terrace farming is done in the hilly areas. Plots are made in the shape of terrace to ensure flat surface for growing the crops. It helps in reducing soil erosion which may happen because of runoff. And the next method is intercropping. Beta, in this method different crops are grown in alternate rows. Crop are grown at different times. It helps in preventing soil erosion from rainwash. The next method is contour plogging. In this method, plogging is done parallel to the contours of the hill slopes, and this helps in forming a natural barrier and prevent water from flowing down from the slope. Now the last method is the shelter belt. Beta, in this method is used in coastal areas and in dry region. In this method, rows of trees are planted along the boundary of the farmland, as you can see in this picture. And this helps in preventing soil erosion from wind. Now dear children, let's learn about the most valuable resource, that is water. Beta, water is the vital renewable resource, and 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. So therefore our earth is called the water planet. It was in the primitive ocean that the life began almost 3.5 billion years back. Even today, the ocean covers 2/3 of the earth's surface and support a rich variety of plant and animal. As we all know that ocean water is a saline water and not fit for human consumption, but you know that only 2.7% of the water account is fresh water. इस 2.7% में से only 1% of the fresh water is available and fit for human use. It is found as groundwater, as surface water in rivers and lakes, and as water vapor in the atmosphere. So fresh water is therefore the most precious substance on the earth. Beta, water can neither be added nor subtracted from the earth. Its total volume remains constant. और ये अमाउंट इसका कांस्टेंट रहता कैसे है? थ्रू द प्रोसेस ऑफ वाटर साइकिल, cycling through the oceans, the air, the land, and back again through the processes of evaporation, precipitation, and runoff. This, as you already know, is referred as the water cycle. As we all know that water is very important for us, and human use huge amount of water not only for drinking and washing but also in the process of production. Water for agriculture, industries, Generating electricity through dams are the other usage. Increasing population, rising demands for food and cash crops, increasing urbanization and raising standard of living are the major factors leading to shortage of in supply of fresh water, either due to drying up of water sources or water pollution. And the problem of water scarcity is also increasing day by day in many regions of the world. Most of Africa, West Asia, South Asia, parts of Western USA, Northwest Mexico, parts of South America and entire Australia are facing shortage in fresh water supply. Also, countries located in climate zone face great problem of water scarcity. Beta, as I have told you that access to clean and adequate water source is a major problem facing the world today. Even though water is a renewable resources, but its overuse and pollution make it unfit for drinking. For example, discharge of untreated and partially treated sewage, एग्रीकल्चरल और केमिकल जो भी हमारे केमिकल्स होते हैं उनको वाटर बॉडीज़ में ऐसे ही छोड़ देना. And most of these chemicals are non-biodegradable and reach human bodies through water only. जैसे आपने देखा कि यमुना रिवर इज़ गेटिंग पॉल्यूटेड ड्यू टू सीवेज इंडस्ट्रीज़ और इस तरह के जितने गार्बेजेस हैं वो उसमें ऐसे ही डायरेक्ट चले जाते हैं, जिसकी वजह से जो है वो पॉल्यूट हो रही है. Beta, till now we have understood that water is a very valuable resource to us and without that we cannot survive. और किस तरह से only 1% water fresh water supply होने के बावजूद भी हम उसका ध्यान नहीं रख रहे और किस तरह से pollution create कर रहे हैं. But let's understand how could we save this important resource. So beta, forest and other vegetation covers slow the surface runoff and replenish underground water. Water harvesting is also one of the effective method to save surface runoff, and the canals used for irrigation field should be properly linked to minimize loss of water by seeping. जो पानी का रिसाव होता है और पानी एक से दूसरी जगह चला जाता है उसको रोकने के लिए हमें उसके ऊपर चेक रखना भी ज़रूरी है. और उसके लिए स्प्रिंकलर्स इफेक्टिवली इरिगेट द एरिया बाय चेकिंग वाटर लॉसेस थ्रू सीपेज एंड इवेपोरेशन. एंड यू नो इन ड्राई रीजन विद द हाई रेट्स ऑफ इवेपोरेशन, ड्रिप और ट्रिकल irrigation is very useful. The valuable water resource can therefore be conserved by adopting these means of irrigation. Rainwater harvesting is also one of the important method of conserving water. Beta, rainwater harvesting is the process of collecting rainwater from rooftops and directing it to an appropriate location where it is used for future use. On an average, one spell of rain for 2 hours is enough to save 8,000 liters of water. So what do you think? Water harvesting के लिए these are the good ideas or not? Of course, good ideas. Next, let's understand the next topic, that is natural vegetation and wildlife, how it is important to us and how we can conserve this. Beta, as we all know that plants provide us with many different products that we use in our day-to-day life. Natural vegetation and wildlife exist only in the narrow zone of contact between the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, that we call biosphere, that we have already learnt in grade 7 as well. Beta, in the biosphere, living beings are interrelated and interconnected to each other. They are interdependent on each other for their survival. This life supporting system is known as ecosystem. Vegetation and wildlife are valuable resources. Plants provide us with timber, give us shelter, give the shelter to animals as well, produce oxygen we breathe, protect soil, so essential for growing the crops. Plants also help us in storage of underground water, give us fruits, nuts, gum, medical plants, and also a paper that is so essential for your studies. बिल्कुल है ना? So there are innumerable uses of plants. Now let's understand about the wildlife resource. Beta, wildlife includes animals, birds, insects, as well as the aquatic life forms. They provide us milk, meat, hides, and wool. Insects like bees provide us honey, help in pollination of flowers, and have an important role to play as a decomposers in the ecosystem. The birds feed on insect and act as the decomposers as well. तो ये जो मेंटेन बैलेंस अगर हमें करना है इकोसिस्टम का, सो प्लांट्स चाहे वो छोटा हो या बड़ा, एनिमल चाहे वो छोटा हो या बड़ा, इज द integral to maintaining balance in the ecosystem. Beta, we need to understand that today there are more people in the world than there were 2 centuries back. And to feed the growing numbers, large areas of forest have been cleared to grow crops. Forests cover all over the world and vanishing rapidly. There is an urgent need to conserve this valuable resource. So as we all know that forests are our wealth, plants give us shelter to animals and together they maintain the ecosystem. Changes of climate and human interference can be cause the loss of natural habitats for plants as well as for animals. Many species have also become endangered और कुछ species तो ख़त्म होने की कगार पर भी हैं. Deforestation, soil erosion, constructional activities, forest fire, tsunami and landslide are some of the human and natural factors जिनकी वजह से हम ये resources धीरे धीरे ख़त्म हो रहे हैं. The animals are also poached for collection of illegal trade, skin, nails, teeth, horns as well as the feathers. Some of these animals are tiger, lion, elephant, deer, black buck, crocodile, rhinoceros, snow leopard, ostrich and peacock, and these can be conserved by increasing awareness. So to conserve this, national park, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves are made to protect our natural vegetation and wildlife. Beta, you know that human activities in several parts of the world have disturbed the natural habitat of many species. और कुछ species तो ख़त्म हो चुकी हैं और कुछ species ख़त्म होने की कगार पर है due to the human activities. So beta, awareness programs like social forestry and Van Mahotsav should be encouraged at the regional and community level. Many countries have passed laws against the trade as well as killing of birds and animals. In India, killing of lions, tigers, deers, great Indian busters and peacocks is illegal. And an international convention, CITES, has also been established a list of several species of animals and birds in which trade is prohibited. And you know beta, conservation of plants and animals is an ethical duty of each and every citizen of this world. So beta, I hope with this video lecture you all have understood that how land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife resources are important to us and how we could conserve it. So beta, complete your PDF file and read the chapter from your book as well. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.